Pew 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 pew. Nailed it.
Hello, Pokemon trainers. Cliff here with Captain Crash Gaming. How are all of y'all doing today? I'm doing well. I'm back in Pokemon Violet or Scarlet, depending on which version that you want to do. I'm bringing you the next episode of our playthrough. Right now, we're still trying to go through all of the gym badges and progressing through that to the victory road, and so we can beat the Elite Four and all of that good stuff. And we are right here, right back where we ended the last video, at the end, or just outside of one of the gym leaders' buildings. Now, right now, what I'm doing is I'm looking at the gym badge for Psychic, thinking that that's the one I need to go to next. But if you progress your way to there, you'll get to a cave where you can't get through the cave, and I'm assuming that it's just not until later that you'll be able to get through there. But that's what I go and do right now. I'll skip to that part. Alright, and there we are. There's this cave up ahead, which is basically where the road leads you if you're trying to go towards that area on the map with the Psychic leader. There's along the way here, there's also a ton of trainers for you to fight, a train of Pokemon for you to go, items to collect. Like, the map is so large, so detailed, and there's so many things in it that you could just spend time looking around for hours. Like, you can literally do whatever you want. That's why I went ahead and just skipped ahead straight to this cave part. To let you know that there's no actual way to go. There's just a big wall in the way, and you can't get over it right now. I'm assuming, again, that we can get up to it later. So instead, what we want to do is we want to head over to this other town that's going to have the water type gym leader, and I'll show you that on the map here in a second. Alright, so it took me a while to figure out where I needed to go, but what you'll notice is, like, some of these will say, like, that one says Area 6, this one says Area 2, and this one over here is Area 1, so it makes it kind of easy to understand where you need to go next, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and right here is where we're trying to go. That is the water trainer, and there's all of this room between us and them, and trust me, there's a lot to do between here and there, between different Pokemon. You can catch one of the Titans if you want to go out of your way right now and go do one of those. I haven't looked into that yet, so I don't really know. But it's pretty cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly a little bit closer, and then I'm going to take the road the opposite direction and try to go towards the water trainer instead of the psychic trainer. Okay, and as you're moving along the path on your way over there, eventually you'll get a call from Arvin, and Arvin's going to tell you that you are near one of the Titan Pokemon that he wants you to catch. It's a giant bird. You can see him, like, dropping rocks off in the distance right there. We are not going to be covering him in this video, but I thought I'd point him out. If you want to go check him out, feel free. He does look pretty cool. Instead, I skipped to this part of the video of the trip, is to show you something cool at the top of these little windmills. Some of them you can go to you can see the little stairs at the top there. Some of them you can go to the top to, and some of them have some goodies. But after you beat all of the guys and get all of their money and sweet experience points, the main one that you want to look for is up and over here, and it's that one right there. Oh, look, another trainer. Let me fight him real quick and defeat him in sweet, sweet combat. Alright, and now that she's defeated, what we're going to do is we're going to head to the top of this one right here, and there is a Pokeball at the top containing a Thunderstone, which, of course, you need to upgrade certain Pokemon. And speaking of that Thunderstone, I have a video out on how to get a Pikachu that has flying, and you can maybe use that Thunderstone to upload them to Raichu if you really felt like it. I don't know if the Raichu maintains having flying and the flying thing or not, but I guess we'll have to find out. And then there are some stuff at the top of some of those other ones. Feel free to look around and get some of those. Instead, I'm going to continue down the road. Alright, and if you just keep following the road like I did, defeating all of the trainers, collecting all the items, eventually you will get closer and closer to your location. And one of the things you'll notice is that this town is surrounded by a wall on the road there. And that is because in order to get to the next town, to the next gym leader, we also have to do the first part of the Team Star Hideout parts, which is one of the 3 objectives that we have. You'll get a call here from Cassiopeia telling you that there's one of the bases that is here. Now, unfortunately, you do have to do this part, so I'll be covering it. You have to go into Team Star. Oh, and here's the director. Like, he's like pretending to be suave, like he's like, I'm not an old man, look how I did my hair, I'm one of you. He's kind of funny, and he's going to try to help you out to defeat Team Star as well. But yeah, this is, I think I already mentioned, you have the 3 objectives. That's to get the Titans, defeat all the gym leaders, and also to get all of the bases for Team Star. So that's what we're going to be doing right now, is going to defeat stupid Team Star in like a weird, I don't even know how to explain the thing that you have to do. But just to point out, one of the things that you do have to do is you have to have 3 Pokemon. You can't have less. So, I've only got the 2 right now. I got the starter Pokemon, and I've caught Lechonk because I thought his name was awesome, and because that's like the tutorial how to catch Pokemon thing. So you will have to go out and catch another one, or you can alternatively get that Pikachu, the flying Pikachu, from the mystery box. I got a video on that as well. Feel free to give that a watch so you can get yourself a Pikachu to do this event as well. And I'm going to go catch one of those stupid, I don't even know which Pokemon I catch. I'll let you know here in a second. But Cassiopeia is going to give us a brief rundown of what it is that we have to do. She basically tells us that we have to go in there, defeat a certain amount of Pokemon or Pokemon trainer to draw out the leader. And then when the leader comes out, we will challenge him to a Pokemon battle. And apparently, just because you beat him, he'll have to give up his right to be the leader of that Team Star thing. So that's what we're going to do right now. And what's pretty funny right here is you'll actually get the option to call out Clive, who's this guy right here, who's painfully obviously like he's the director in disguise. And you can call him out on it here in a second. You can be like, this guy? And I thought that was pretty funny that we're not the only ones. Like, he's not getting away with it. We are all aware, and he just thinks he's not, which is pretty funny. There it is. Director Clavel? That was so funny. Alright, but anyways, we're going to go ahead and try to challenge like the people at the gate to let us in there. And what you're going to have to do is you're going to actually have to gym battle one of them, or Pokemon battle one of them. You don't have to do both, just one for some reason. And they're not particularly that hard either, especially if you've been leveling up and, as you should be progressing along here. But yeah, now we have to go and fight her. They're like, oh my god, are you Destiny? Are you the person that's here to stop us? And then eventually one of them will do their stupid little dance where they like make their hands into the shape of a star. And then you will have to Pokemon battle them. Oh, here he is. She's going to do it. So silly. All right. And yeah. Murkrow. Yeah, and that's the only Pokemon that it throws at you is Murkrow, which a quick Incinerate from my Cyndaquil easily took care of. And then once you beat them, they're just going to basically give you a bunch of oh-no's and then explain to you what it is that you have to do to actually get inside and, yeah, take them over, which is, the whole goal. And after they run away, you'll get a call from Cassiopeia telling you how amazing you are. She says, good job doing what you're doing. The boss's name is something, didn't read it right there, and basically just saying that that's the guy you're trying to fight and that you need to go do it. And unfortunately right now I don't have a third Pokemon, so I have to run off and go catch one of the little goat guys real quick. And I'll be right back when I get that done. And here we are. I caught a skidoo. Yeah, I just needed a third Pokemon. He seemed like he'd be easy to catch, so I just kind of like ran into one and then caught him. A fun thing that happens too right now is my Lechonk. He evolves. Yay, Lechonk. So chonky. He's like an emo pig now. Oinkalong. What? Oinkalone. Oinkalone. Wow, it's because he's sweet like perfume. That's funny. Oinkalone. That's a great. Anyways, on to beating the star guys. And here we are. I got 3 fully healed Pokemon, and I'm ready to challenge the Team Star thing. The director of the school, who's pretending to be a teenager, is going to be there with us, and he's going to explain the whole thing to us. It is pretty simple. It's basically a bunch of Pokemon are just gonna pop out, and you need to throw your Pokemon like out of the Pokeball at them, so to have them defeat it, and then you just have to defeat like 30 of them in whatever amount of time it is that it gives you. So it is pretty easy, and kind of, I don't know, just kind of weird. Yeah, 30 Pokemon in 10 minutes. Yeah, it's pretty easy. I did speed it up for this, just so we can do it all. It's explained to you that there's a place where you can go to recover hit points if you want. But basically, like, yeah, right there, there's a bunch of Pokemon. You just send them out, and he beats them. And then every time you press the R button to send one out, a different one of your 3 Pokemon will come out to fight it. So it just kind of like takes turns. And you can see on the left side which Pokemon it is that it's going to come out when you press the R button to get them to come fight. Now, you don't get experience for this part, so it's just kind of like get 30 as quickly as possible. You do have 10 minutes to do it, though, so I'm just going to skip to the end of that. All right, and there you have it. Once you've got 30 of them, you'll get the finish thing, and then you'll actually be challenged by the boss. And this boss has a unique car Pokemon that he's on top of, and he's like a DJ crew or something. Not entirely sure what's really going on here. Yeah, he's got like a dance club car is his Pokemon. I don't really understand. He's kind of cool to fight, and we'll get to that here in a second after you defeat his Pawner, which a sweet Incinerate will just take care of there. And then, yeah, once he's done, it says he sends him out, but I guess he never really comes out. But it's the car. Vroom, 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 vroom. And the car is its own Pokemon. It's Ravavrooms. That's the Pokemon's name. Okay. Yeah, and you just kind of have to beat him. That's about it. He doesn't use anything too crazy. He doesn't terrestrialize or any of that things. Yeah, so you just take turns beating him. And once you do got him beaten, you'll just get a really long playable sequence about how you beat him and what the next things that you need to do are. My poor car Pokemon, look at his tongue sticking out. Rude. Just so rude. Once he's beat, you'll get this little like cutscene, I guess, from a year and a half ago is what it says. And this is the Team Star getting started and deciding what it is that they need to do. They're dressed like a bunch of anime characters. Which one is the main character? So basically what happens is they are saying that their boss is gone, like the leader of Team Star left a few years ago or months ago, and now they don't know what to do. And the big guy who we just beat is going to make like a code of conduct and kind of like be one of the bosses for all of them, and kind of lays out what rules it is that everybody needs to be following. And then they give him kind of a hard time because I guess he used to be like the head of the student council, and he made a bunch of rules where he was like, men can only have hair X long and all of these types of things. And so they're kind of giving him a hard time about how he was ruthless back in the day. It's pretty funny. And then he comes over and basically gives you his star badge and tells you how great you are. Congratulations, you beat this guy. And basically the next few minutes is each of the characters that is involved just talking to you and telling you what a great job you did. So first you got this guy who tells you, you did a good job. Did you learn at the academy? You say you did. And he's like, oh, dope. I used to be cool there. And then the director, dressed as a kid again, is here to talk to you again and also tell you about what a great job you did. And while they're all doing a great job, I would like to ask you guys that if you like this video, found it all entertaining, helpful, cool, whatever, hit that like button and also leave a comment down below on what you think about Lechonk's evolution into the smelly pig. I thought it was kind of cool, and I thought it was a clever name. Let me know what you guys think. Also hit that subscribe button if you want to watch more Pokemon content, finish my game, and watch me as I complete the game all the way through, start to finish. But there you have it, and as always, thank you so much for watching.